This is why you can't find nothing to watch on your favorite streaming platform. My name is Antoine. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a DJ. I like to host events and I like shooting movies. And one of the things that I do also like to do is watch movies and listen to music, but that's a whole nother story. Listen, you can't find anything great on Netflix, on maybe Tubi, on maybe Hulu, on maybe Peacock, because it's just too much out there. It's too much stuff being thrown in the pot, and you have to dig through it to try to find what you want to watch. There's no trailers like there used to be where, like back when I was growing up, when movies came out, there's a movie trailer that came out that show you, like a great one, that would show you what the movie's about, or there'll be an announcer that's on a radio, which no one really listens to radio anymore, that would say, oh, come watch this. Or even just driving, you see a big billboard sign up there that says, oh, coming May 12th. Make sure you come watch it. Like, we don't have that no more. Only thing we have is a platform that tells you what they believe you would like to watch. So let's take Netflix, for example. You go on Netflix, you turn it on, and you see number one movie, number two movie, number three movie, three movie, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, who really knows that if that's really the place? Like, how do we know that's number one? But, us being humans, we'll see number one and we'll be like, all right, well, I guess everybody likes it, so let me watch it. And then you're watching, you're like, why do everybody likes this movie? But that number one is not for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that number one is for whatever niche or whatever group or community of people that like that specific type of movie and actor. And not everybody is going to like it too. The other thing is that what messes me up about trying to find movies, they only show you what they want you to see, or the algorithm on there will show you what it thinks that you like to watch. For instance, if you watch a scary movie the night before, Netflix and chill with your significant other or your shorty or whatever, it's gonna be like, oh, this dude like watching horror gory movies, and you just wanted to watch it that one time because it was a Netflix and chill. It's gonna be like, oh, here we have another one. Oh, here we have another one, and we have another one, and we have. So now your whole screen is filled with just horror, and you're like, Dad, there's nothing to watch but dudes gory, bloody movies. You're like, yo, I can't find anything to watch. You're scrolling, and all you see is the same genre of stuff that you don't even really want to see. You just wanted to watch that one movie because maybe someone told you about it. That's one of the main problems with streaming that I don't like. The other thing, the reason why you can't find anything to watch on streaming is that they pick the movies for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they decide what they want on their platform, which is why a lot of times when you go on, let's say Amazon Prime, it'll say, this movie's gonna be on for like so much time. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, I gotta remember to go see that movie. I can't watch it tonight because I gotta go to work. You know what I mean? And by the time you get to go watch it, then it's not there no more. And it's like, oh, now it's on this platform. Now you got to go get a subscription for that platform. It's like movies are moving around. It's like, imagine going to a grocery store, right, to go get milk because you need some. That's what you like, milk, or let's say a cake or whatever. And you go to the grocery store, and the grocery store say, oh man, yeah, we don't have any milk here. You got to go to this grocery store down the street or something. You know what I mean? Like, who's going to be doing that? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, what you going to do? Half shop? You're going to do your grocery shopping at this store and then go to that store to go just get milk? You're going to be like, nah, I'm just going to go to that store because I wanted to get the milk, and I just do all my grocery shopping there. And then you might get over there and they don't even have all the other stuff. But that's the thing, that's the problem with the streaming apps, which is why I decided to collect DVDs. For about a good 3 years I've been, no, a little bit longer than that, maybe about 4 years, ever since the pandemic. So it's 2006, pandemic started 2020. I didn't realize it was going to last that long till probably about 2022. And I was like, well, streaming was a thing. Yeah, we tried it. We done watched what we can watch. But about time 2020, we got out of the pandemic, and 2024 it was like the movies was done. So you couldn't watch good movies in the movies. The production crews, the movie studios didn't want to make great movies anymore. They just wanted to make whatever they could make for whatever budget, for whatever person that had more followers. So that changed a lot of things, which is the reason why that movies ain't great anymore. And it's like they only put up what they want, what they think you want to see. And that's one of the reasons why it's hard to find movies on streaming site. So I realized this in like 2023, and then started collecting physical media. I started from collecting VCR tapes, not only because of the streaming, but I like the way VCR, for me as a child, in my time, I'm 50 now, but well, I'll be 50. But when I was growing up in the 90s, VCR tapes, it just had, the way it came on was like this extravagant announcement. It was like this presentation by this guy who would say, and here comes the movie, and it would just get you all pumped up and ready to watch a movie that you wanted to see. Versus like a streaming site, you just push play and it just starts. Like, you don't even, half the time you don't even know what it is. You know what I mean? And then it's, before it even goes off, another one's about to get ready to play. And you might not even want to see that movie. But I started collecting VCR tapes, all the favorite movies I used to watch back in the days. And it just brings back this feeling of, my childhood days when we had VCRs. And, I have several of them just to watch, just in case one breaks. And so I got a good collection of VCR tapes, and I got a really good, healthy collection of movies. I started doing collecting DVDs. I already had them, but I started going harder on DVDs because I was like, all right, the VCR tapes are cool, it's just because, it's cool to have, but the DVDs are a lot clearer, and they're going to last longer. And I liked that fact that they had behind the scenes on it, and commentaries. Me being a filmmaker, those are the things that I like to watch. I like to watch how they created the movies. I like to watch and listen how the director and the producer what they had to go through to put this movie together. And once I realized that, I was like, you know what? I really said, I really got to start collecting DVDs, because they're not going to put that on Netflix, and they don't want to. You might be able to find it on YouTube, but then you're going to watch it with commercials. And I don't like watching commercials. It's like any streaming site or any type of movie that's playing on a streaming site that's going to play commercials, you're talking a 2-hour movie with commercials. So you're talking about wasting a whole extra 30 to 45 minutes watching ads. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to use that time for something else. And I want to be able to handpick all the movies that I like or are interested in watching, and grab it and put it in my library and watch it anytime I want. I don't want to have to be relying on Amazon Prime and Netflix or Hulu to have a show or a movie that I used to like to watch. Now, if it's a new movie that just come out, of course, I'm not going to have any choice but to watch it on the streaming site. And I do. But a lot of the movies that comes out today, they're good movies. They're like TV movies. It's like one of those things that, like, you may not want to watch it again. You just want to watch the next season, especially if it's like a show or something like that. You're like, yeah, you're not going to go back and watch season 1. You're just going to you want to see the next thing. You already done seen that. It's just that the way writers write today is that it's just whatever they can do that's going to make the studios happy and put their project out.